Well, good morning. It's a beautiful Saturday morning again. Just like every Saturday morning, if it's cold or warm, I don't care. It's still great. Well, we put the bed on, and I got a problem I'm going to show you here in a second. As I mentioned in the last video, we want to take this out on July 4th. So my focus is going to start working on those things that need to be done and prioritized for the July 4th weekend. So I started writing a list. I'll show you my list. Let's see. There is my list. So I'm going to start picking things off this list that I want to work on today and see if I can make some progress. Okay, the first thing that's on my list is to deal with these seals. A few of these seals have little cuts like this. So I filled this one in a little bit, but I'm going to fill it in with some RTV black silicone and hopefully minimize the rippage, whatever the term is. I bought a new seal for the other door. Holy cow, it was like $250 just for the seal. Okay, I'm going to scan for more. I've marked them with blue tape, so that's why you've seen blue tape on these doors, is the rips. Okay, so the door sills are done. We'll mark that off. Okay, next thing that's been on my list for a while is these rear brake lines. I need to rivet them back to the A-arms. But before we do that, let me show you something that is on my list down here. Rear wheel. Oh, it's right below it. Something still seems wrong with this. You guys tell me what you think. Oops. Okay. We're standing in the rear. That rear tire looks just fine. Has the right camber. Looks like it's tracking straight. But this one, it looks like it's just not straight. It looks like it's tipped in like that. The front of it like that. So I gotta look at that. While we're back here, I might as well show you the bed. So we put the bed back on, and this side of the bed, I'm gonna try to level. This side of the bed is pushed down. Don't know why. So it's center, it's straight on there, but it's tweaked on that side. So I don't know if that's going to be a list or an item I'm gonna fix before we take this out, or if that's going to have to wait. I think I'm going to focus my attention on the functionality and make sure the brake lines don't get caught and ripped off. So brake lines it is. Okay, here's what I'm talking about on rivet the brake lines. Move this line out of the way. All right, when we replace these upper and lower A-arms, these brake lines were riveted on to the top A-arm. So I drilled those out, and I've just had a zip tie holding these in. So what I need to do is rivet these three back in, and then it's permanent. Okay, this side, the rivets are done. Okay, this is the wheel that looks a little off. It's a lot faster. Okay. It is a little tweaked. So the question is, do I tear it apart now or run it for the weekend? I think I just got anti-seed all over my face. This A-arm goes on the knuckle right there, but you can see a little gap there and barely right there. So what I learned last time was it's not the A-arm, it is, follow the A-arm back, it's going to be this guy. This guy's bent a little. This pillar where the A-arm attaches to is bent a little. Okay, I made a decision. I think I'm gonna put this back together, and instead of riveting these, I'm gonna zip tie them, and this will be probably my biggest risk over the weekend. The worst thing that I can see is it's gonna wear the tire, but I'm gonna be on dirt road, so it can't wear it that much. But yeah, this A-arm needs to go that way just a hair, maybe half or quarter of an inch. If I split the difference between two sides, maybe an eighth of an inch. So I'm gonna take a gamble and hope that doesn't mess anything up. So we're gonna put this back together and go with that approach. Ow, might need something better in my hand. Okay. Yeah. I have to come back to this one. Okay, we're going to use zip ties instead of rivets on this. Should work. The machine. That's the right way to do it. Got a little bit more. Don't know if I messed up all the gears by doing that, but I'll have to test that out once we put the wheels on, or this wheel on, and all that jazz. Okay, rivet brake lines, that's half done. So we will mark it with half done. Rear wheel, that still needs to be fixed. Roof seal, don't feel like working on that right now. Bumper, not sure. Look at the bed. I'm gonna look at that bed. See if it's an easy fix or not. Alright, I'm gonna take this back apart again. It looks to me like this beam, that's a drastic exaggeration, but it's kind of bent down a little. So let's take this apart. Give it a little love tap. Okay, she's out. Let's give this a try. But okay. Well, this seems like a good idea. Hey, did it move it at all? I might have to put this one on the back burner. Alrighty, lights in, everything matches up, tailgate shuts. That was our goal. Let's mark that look-up bed off. Okay, we looked at the bed. We know what needs to be done. That'll be something for another day. Skid plates we can't do for a bit. Okay, I'm gonna pick one of these and then we'll go from there. Another thing on my list was to adjust all the shocks. So I'm gonna put a little preload on here. A couple on the left, a couple on the right, and adjust as I need. I might throw this right one up just a little bit, just to offset that bed, or I mean that tire a little bit. And then I'm definitely gonna put some preload on the front because I'm gonna put a big bumper on. It's pretty heavy. So let's adjust. I've already adjusted the left one. Let's adjust this one. Come on, let's get on there. We gotta make this one work. Come on. Ooh, got one. Okay, both those are adjusted. Well, it looks like I already adjusted this all the way up. So, this one should be ready to go. It's lunchtime, so I'm gonna go grab some lunch and come back to this, but let's mark a few things off our list. Let's see, check shocks, where's that at? Set shocks. Okay, so far we did the door seals, half of the rear brake lines, and we looked at the rear wheel, so we know what we need to do. We looked at the bed and worked on that a little bit. Set the shocks, we adjusted the shift linkage, which I still have to test. Okay, making progress. Alrighty, the tire says max pressure 22 psi. I think I put that in all of them because I've been running around on the street. But I think I'm going to drop, yep, 22. I think I'm going to drop these down to 15. Okay, that one's good. Off to the next. One of the things on my list was to put in these storage bins that I had to purchase. I guess when it rolled, it threw a few of them out and no one ever picked them up. Or they took them out and someone never put them back. So I didn't have this one in because I ordered a new one. There's the new one. And I wanted to zip tie that line in there. So I zip tied those lines in there. And I think this one's ready to go back in. I'm still going to pressure wash the whole thing, so we'll hopefully get all that mud out of there. Okay, brand new storage bin. Anyway, checking this one off the list. Alrighty, so I unboxed the new bumper. Looks like it came with new hardware, so we're going to put the bumper on and see how it looks. Okay, the bumper's installed. Everything went in pretty good, so it lined up. That was a good sign. So we'll mark that off our list. Okay, we pulled it outside. Looks great from 20 feet away. Get up close, you see all the scratches. Well, we've done quite a bit today. I think I'm gonna call it a day so I can go do some other things. But I think I'm going to take it for a drive first to make sure this thing doesn't overheat. I know I've taken it for a couple drives. Got hot the other day when I was running it. Got up to like 205 or something, but Apparently that's normal. Anyway, let's take it for a drive. Okay, we found a area where we can ride. Just a new subdivision. So we're gonna test it out. So far, temps 174. See what's down here. No AC, I'll try it with no AC. Okay, I got up to 205. Now 201. 207. Okay, got up to 207, but nothing higher. It's kind of overcast today, so don't have the sun baking the asphalt. So we'll try this again. But for now, I think we'll call it a day. Thanks for watching. Got up to 210 while I was sitting here. Fan came on. Looks like it's cooling it back down. I don't know what that check engine light is on for. I'll have to try to figure out how to check the codes.